Welcome to my channel. You've probably seen on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms that some people claim old coins are worth millions of dollars or even thousands. And you might have wondered, is every coin really that valuable, or is it just for show? Can the coins you have at home also sell for thousands or millions? Or are only special coins that valuable? Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about one very special coin that has recently shocked collectors around the world, the 1969 half-franc coin, which has been valued at an unbelievable $700,000. Yes, you heard that right, a small silver coin, once used in everyday transactions, is now one of the most sought-after collectibles in the numismatic market. But how did this tiny piece of metal become worth more than a luxury home or a sports car? The answer lies in its history, rarity, and the incredible stories hidden behind its minting. So stay with me till the very end, because by the time you finish watching this video, you'll not only know why this 1969 half-franc coin is so valuable, but also how to find out if you have one sitting unnoticed in your own coin collection or old savings jar. Now, let's dive into the story behind this mysterious coin. The 1969 half-franc coin was minted in Switzerland, a country famous for precision, craftsmanship, and some of the most elegant coin designs in Europe. Back in the 1960s, Switzerland's coins were minted in huge quantities for everyday use. People used them to buy groceries, pay bus fares, or grab a cup of coffee. Nobody at that time imagined that decades later, one of these small coins would be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But that's exactly what happened. And it all comes down to one thing: rarity. You see, not all 1969 half-franc coins are valuable. In fact, millions of them were made, and most are worth just a few dollars today. However, there's a small batch, perhaps only a handful, that contain a minting error. So rare that collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money just to own one. The rare version of this coin was struck with a double die error, meaning that during the minting process, the die that stamped the coin shifted slightly, causing the design and inscriptions to appear doubled. If you look closely at one of these rare coins, you can see the doubling effect on the Swiss cross, the date 1969, and sometimes on the word Helvetia. This subtle imperfection, invisible to most people, turned out to be the very reason why this small coin became a treasure worth $700,000. But that's not all. Some reports suggest that a few of these coins were minted on the wrong planchet, a metal blank, meant for another denomination, making them even rarer. Only a few examples are known to exist in such condition, and when one of them appeared at a private auction, the bidding war among collectors sent its price skyrocketing beyond imagination. Now, you might be thinking, who would pay that kind of money for such a small coin? Well, serious coin collectors, also called numismatists, see coins as pieces of history. For them, owning a coin like the 1969 half-franc rare error coin is like owning a piece of national heritage. They're not just buying metal, they're buying rarity, story, and prestige. And that's exactly what makes this coin so fascinating. Let's talk about its design for a moment. On the obverse side of the 1969 half-franc, you'll find a beautiful image of Helvetia, the female national personification of Switzerland. She stands gracefully, holding a spear and a shield emblazoned with the Swiss cross, symbolizing the nation's strength and neutrality. Surrounding her are stars representing the Swiss cantons. On the reverse side, the denomination 1/2 franc and the year 1969 are surrounded by a wreath of oak and laurel leaves, symbols of victory, strength, and peace. The craftsmanship is incredible. And when you combine that with the historical context of 1969, a year of political change and global progress, the coin becomes even more meaningful. During that time, the world was witnessing great transformations. The first man had just landed on the moon. The Cold War was at its peak, and Europe was reshaping its economy. Amid all this, Switzerland continued its tradition of minting elegant and precise coins that reflected its values of stability and perfection. That's why even ordinary Swiss coins from that period hold a timeless charm, but the rare ones, like this 1969 half franc, are in a league of their own. Now let's move to something that really excites collectors, the value. You might ask, why exactly is it worth $700,000? The truth is, the value of a coin depends on four main factors: rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. The 1969 half-franc era coin checks all these boxes perfectly. It's extremely rare, found in very few collections. Its condition, often graded MS65 or higher, makes it even more desirable. Demand is high because collectors all over the world love Swiss coins for their beauty and precision. And historically, it represents an era of Swiss minting excellence. Combine all that, and you get a perfect recipe for a six-figure value coin. One such coin was reported to have been sold at a private European auction for nearly $700,000, shocking even experienced numismatists. The buyer's identity was never revealed, but it's believed that a private collector from the United States placed the winning bid. Imagine paying that much for something that once had a face value of only half a franc. That's less than $1. This is the magic of coin collecting. But how do you know if you have one of these coins? That's where attention to detail comes in. Take your coin and check the date. 1969, look carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. If you notice doubling on the numbers or the letters around the edge, that's a strong sign of a double die error. Next, inspect the Swiss cross on the shield. If it appears slightly shadowed or duplicated, you might be holding something very special. Weight can also help identify planchet errors. So if your coin feels slightly heavier or lighter than a standard half franc, that could be another clue. It's also important to check the edges and rim. Any unusual texture or misalignment can increase the value. If you think your coin might be rare, never clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin's surface and significantly reduce its value. Instead, place it in a soft holder or coin flip and take it to a professional appraiser or coin dealer. Many certified grading companies in the United States, such as PCGS or NGC, can authenticate your coin and give it an official grade. Once graded, its market value can increase dramatically because buyers trust certified coins more than raw ones. And if it truly turns out to be one of those rare 1969 half-franc era coins, congratulations, you might be sitting on a fortune. Now, let's talk about where you can sell it. The first option is online auction sites like eBay or heritage auctions, where collectors actively search for rare Swiss coins. But be careful, you need to know the exact value of your coin before listing it. Scammers often try to buy rare coins cheaply from people who don't realize their worth. That's why getting your coin certified first is so important. Another good option is to contact reputable numismatic dealers or coin shows in major US cities like New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles. These places often have professional collectors who specialize in European coins. You can also join online communities or Facebook groups where collectors discuss rare finds. Many people have discovered the true value of their coins through such communities. And remember, patience pays off in coin collecting. Sometimes, it's better to hold on to a rare coin for a few more years as its value continues to rise. The rare coin market has seen incredible growth in the last decade. Collectors from the United States, Japan, and Europe are constantly competing for unique pieces, pushing prices higher each year. That's why even if your coin isn't currently worth hundreds of thousands, it might become extremely valuable in the near future. Every great collection starts with one coin. Maybe this could be yours. Think about it. The 1969 half franc, once just ordinary pocket change, now stands as a symbol of hidden wealth and history. Somewhere in someone's drawer, there might still be another one waiting to be discovered. Unnoticed, dusty, forgotten. And that's what makes this hobby so exciting. The thrill of the unknown. The possibility that the next treasure might already be in your hands. So, before you throw away or ignore those old coins in your house, take a second look. 1969 half franc coin that shocked the world with its unimaginable value. You see, behind every rare coin, there's always a mystery. Something that separates it from ordinary pieces of metal. In the case of this particular coin, experts believe that its extreme rarity is linked to a short production run at the Bern Mint in Switzerland during late 1969. That year, the Swiss Mint was transitioning its machinery and testing new dies for upcoming coin designs. During this process, a few coins were accidentally struck with old dies or misaligned dies, leading to those stunning double die and planchet errors that now make collectors lose their minds. Some numismatists even suggest that only 3 or 4 such coins are confirmed to exist in mint condition, while a few others may still be in circulation or lying forgotten in old family boxes or coin jars. Imagine finding one in your grandfather's old drawer, a simple half-franc coin that could change your life forever. That's the kind of excitement and mystery that keeps coin hunters searching, checking, and comparing every coin they find. Many people around the world have become fascinated with the idea that rare treasures might still be hidden in everyday change, and stories like the 1969 half-franc make that dream feel real. When the first of these coins appeared at an auction, no one expected the bidding to go so high. The opening bid was only a few $1,000s, but as the news spread among high-end collectors, the competition became intense. Within hours, the price crossed $100,000, then $200,000, and finally stopped at a jaw-dropping $700,000. The coin was described as flawless, with perfect luster, sharp details, and the rare double die error visible even under natural light. It was certified by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as Mint State 67, an almost perfect condition for such an old coin. Collectors watching that auction realized that a new record had just been set for Swiss fractional coins, and from that day on, the 1969 half-franc became a legend in numismatic history. But the real question is, how can you tell if your 1969 half-franc might be worth something close to that? The first thing you need to know is that not every coin from that year is valuable. Regular circulation coins are worth between $1 and $5 depending on condition. The key is spotting the rare minting variations. If your coin shows doubling on the numbers or letters, or if its color tone seems slightly off, maybe darker or more silvery than usual, that's a sign of a potential planchet difference. Some collectors also report a faint misalignment in the edge reading pattern of the rare ones, where the small ridges don't line up perfectly all around. These are all signs that your coin could be from that mysterious rare batch. Another major factor is grading. In the coin world, condition is everything.